Okay, good morning and welcome back everyone. I'm your natural English coach Nagi and it's time for this week's lesson. So, just as a reminder, this week's lesson is actually not live, but this is a pre-recorded video because for this week and next week, I'm going to be moving from one office to a different one. So, I'm not going to have my video set up the same way as I usually do. So also because this week in America, my usual streaming time, which is Thursday, is Thanksgiving. So I'm also going to be with family then. So like I said, for this video and the next video are going to be pre-recorded. Alright, so here is our word to start for today. What is this word? How do you say this word or this phrase? Try it now. So we say this word as pissed off. Pissed off. Do any of you know what that word means? Perhaps you've heard somebody say it before when they're very angry. Someone says, "Oh, I'm really pissed off right now." It's not exactly a polite word, but it's a word that you'll hear in casual conversation. It's not something that you should not say it to your boss or to your parents. But it's a word that's useful to know because it also helps express your inner feelings. So, being pissed off means that something made you very angry, something made you very annoyed, right? So, here's a couple of questions to start you off. The first one is, what pissed you off most recently? Try answering now. Okay, so there are many different kinds of things that can piss people off. It maybe depends on the person or your personality, right? So for some people, for example, when they're driving, maybe if they encounter a bad driver, that really pisses them off. When somebody, cuts in front of you while you're driving, that can really piss you off. Or maybe if somebody acts rude towards you, if someone acts rudely, that can piss you off. Again, it depends on the person. What pisses off some people might not piss off somebody else, right? So the second question is, what is something that pisses you off easily? Try and answer now. Okay, so again, there are many different kinds of answers, depending on what you become frustrated with or what you find is really rude or really annoying, right? So, for example, my answer might be somebody when somebody does something and doesn't take responsibility for it, especially if they are, the boss of somebody or in charge of somebody else. That kind of pisses me off. But it depends on, again, what it is that you personally find annoying or problematic. All right, so here we've got our conversation. So, as usual, go ahead and try to read the first red part, the top red part now. Okay, what's wrong with you? You look really pissed off. Try it again. Okay, good. Now go ahead and try and read the top blue part. Okay. Yeah, my boss yelled at me again for no reason. I'm at my limit with him. So if someone yells at you for no reason, it means that there is no clear reason, or you don't understand why someone is doing something. So in this case, maybe your boss is yelling at you, but you don't understand why, right? What did you do wrong? So you say, I'm at my limit with him. Try this part again. Okay, good. Now go ahead and read the bottom red part now. Okay, you should go take a long walk and cool off. Go take a long walk and cool off. Now you try it again. Okay, good. So this last bottom blue part is a little bit long, so what we'll actually do is we're going to split it into two parts. So you see how the top part is one sentence, right? So I want you to just say the first sentence, just the first top line, and then we'll practice it, and then we'll move on to the bottom line, okay? So go ahead and say just that first top sentence of the last blue part. Okay. I know, but I can't stop thinking about what he said. Can't stop thinking about it. Go ahead and try that again. Okay, good. Now go ahead and read the very last line of this blue part now. Okay. If he acts the same way tomorrow, I don't think I can take it anymore. I'll quit. Try it again. Okay, good. So these are all phrases that explain where you're at with your anger or your frustration with someone or something. As you can see, we use the word piss off, but we also used a bunch of other phrases that can describe where your anger is or how close you are to being completely frustrated or just deciding, I don't want to do this anymore. All right, let's look at the first one. At my limit. So if you are at your limit, it means that when we talk about limit, it means the limit of your patience, or just like the limit before you completely lose your composure, meaning that you just can't deal with something anymore. You don't have any more patience to keep doing the thing that you need to be doing, right? So some people reach their limit very quickly, while other people sometimes maybe have bigger limits for certain things. So let's look at a couple of example sentences here. Go ahead and read the first sentence now. Okay. The project has been delayed for a third time. I'm really at my limit. Try it again. Okay, now go ahead and try this bottom sentence. I think I'm at my limit with his antisocial behavior. So again, in both examples, it shows that you're becoming very angry or frustrated and you are reaching the point where you just can't deal with it anymore and you either have to stop or something has to change. All right, our next one is something or someone gets to me. And in casual speech, it's very common to have the word really right before this, just as kind of an emphasis. He really gets to me, or is that, oh, it's just really getting to me, right? So go ahead and try the top sentence now. Okay, his irresponsible attitude really gets to me. Try it again. Okay, now let's try the bottom sentence. Okay. Her loud, irritating voice is starting to get to me. I need to leave. So, irritating is the same kind of meaning as annoying. Maybe you've met people like that whose voices are just very loud and annoying, and it's hard to listen to them for too long. All right. Now here's a useful phrase if after you're pissed off, then you can say I need to go cool off. As you can imagine, cooling off means to calm down, to basically separate yourself from the cause or the source of the anger, and to get your patience back and to feel more calm. So let's try the first sentence now. You seem a bit stressed. You should try to cool off a bit. Try it again. All right, now let's try the bottom sentence. Okay, after he yelled at her, he left to go cool off. Right, so when you cool off, a lot of people, when they cool off, they have to go somewhere else, usually not in the same place that they got really pissed off or angry in. So a lot of people, when they go to cool off, they might go take a walk or just go outside somewhere. All right, and here is our word from before, pissed off. Let's try that first sentence up top. Okay. My father was pissed off because his car got towed. So if your car gets towed, that can happen in a couple of different ways. The first one is if your car breaks down when you're on the road and it stops working. In that case, you have to call a special truck to basically pick up your car and drive it to a mechanic or a garage. And that truck is called a tow truck. And the action is called getting towed. However, there are also situations where if you park a car in a place that you shouldn't, a place that's illegal, someone else can also call and get your car towed away, in which case you have to pay money to get your car back. So this is probably a situation of the second one where you parked your car in a place you shouldn't and then your car got towed, so it's a really big hassle. So let's try that sentence again. All right, let's try the second sentence down below. Okay, she kind of pissed me off when she insulted my boyfriend's project. Try it again. Okay, and our last one, can't take it anymore. Usually we use it in reference to ourselves. I can't take it anymore. But you can also use it when you're explaining what happened with somebody else. He or she or they couldn't take it anymore. All right, let's try our first sentence down below. Okay, I can't take it anymore. I need to express my feelings. So, as you might have noticed, can't take it anymore and at my limit basically mean the same thing, they're just different ways of saying it. So, if you can't take it anymore, it means your patience has run out and something has to stop or change, or else maybe you'll just kind of go crazy. So, let's try that sentence again. Okay, now let's try the second sentence down below. She said she just couldn't take it anymore, so she left her job last week. Try it again. Okay, good. So here we go again with our conversation. So again, you'll read the first part, I will read it and then show you the right answers, and then you read it again. So let's see how many of them you can remember. All right, go ahead and read the top red part. All right. What's wrong with you? You look really pissed off. Try it again. Okay, good. Go ahead and read the top blue part now. Okay. Yeah, my boss yelled at me again for no reason. I'm at my limit with him. Try it again. All right. Now go ahead and read that bottom red part. You should go take a long walk and cool off. All right, try it again. All right, so again, we're gonna split this last long blue part into two parts. So go ahead and just read the first sentence now of the blue part. Okay. I know, but I can't stop thinking about what he said. Try it again. Okay, and now the final blue part at the bottom. Go ahead and read it now. If he acts the same way tomorrow, I don't think I can stand it. Oh, wait, sorry. I don't think I can take it anymore. I'll quit. Try it again. All right, nice job. So here are some questions for you to answer now. And again, remember that you don't necessarily have to use the phrase in the response, but they're questions that are based on these phrases that we just learned. So my first question is, what happened when someone got pissed off at you? This could be very recently or it could be some time ago. Answer now. Okay, so maybe you said that somebody yelled at you, or maybe somebody stopped talking to you, or maybe even got in a fight. Who knows? So let's try the next question. What is a topic you sometimes can't stop thinking about? Answer now. So everyone has different things that they can't stop thinking about. But especially if something made you angry, then maybe you're the type of person to think about it a lot even after it happened. So let's try our third question. What do you do to cool off when you're angry? All right. So maybe some people are like me and you just take a long walk, or maybe you listen to music, or maybe you just fall asleep or something like that. So everybody's different in how they react to being very angry. All right, here's our next questions. The first one is, what sort of things get to you over time? So in this case, it's not just something that makes you angry immediately, but something that maybe happens over and over again, maybe even every day, that just kind of builds up, little by little, and then over time it just gets to you and you get angrier and angrier. So what sort of things get to you over time? Go ahead and answer now. All right. So maybe it could be something like having to drive through traffic every day gets to you over time, or maybe the sound of somebody's voice, if it's a little bit too loud or irritating, can get to you over time, right? So our next question, how do you react when you're at your limit? Answer now. So maybe some people, if they are at their limit, maybe they just have to leave the situation immediately. Or maybe they have suddenly raised their voice and start yelling at somebody. Or maybe they just shut down and don't want to talk to anybody at all. So let's go on to our final question. Are you a person that gets angrily really easily or not? Answer now. So for some people, it takes them a long time to really show their anger, but for other people, they might show their anger very quickly. Obviously, different kinds of people have different kinds of reactions. I personally am somebody who doesn't show their anger for a long time, but that doesn't mean that I don't get angry on occasion. Everybody's different. Alright, let's check out our review from last time. Again, if you need to, you can always go back to the previous video and watch it first before coming back here, so in order if you need a little extra reminder or practice. So, go ahead and try to answer the first sentence. Try to say the first sentence and remember what those blanks are. Go ahead. Okay. The bird flew around in a circle. So remember that we are practicing the sounds, not the but the circle bird. Try it again. Okay, now try number 2. The girl slipped on the ice. So again, we have that very difficult to pronounce word, girl, and slit, the short I sound, slipped. The girl slipped on the ice. Try it again. Okay, now try number 3. That's the biggest hill in the world. Biggest hill in the world. Try it again. Okay, and go ahead and try number 4. All right, I slipped and bit my tongue hard. There's 2 short I sounds there. Slipped again and bit. Bit my tongue hard. Try it one more time. All right, nice job. So, as always, thanks for watching. And as a reminder, you can always watch all of my past lessons on my channel because I save them all here. So as many times as you need to practice, you can go back and watch them whenever. Also, please remember to like and share and subscribe if you really enjoyed the videos and find them useful, because the more people that do that, the more videos that I can make for you. Also, if you ever have a question, feel free to leave a comment when I'm doing my live stream or leave a comment on one of my previous videos, and then I can answer your question if you have any questions about English, language, or anything else. Alright, so again, this is a pre-recorded video, and the next one will be pre-recorded as well, but I look forward to seeing you again. Until next time.